Yuan Bingyan has returned to try things out when The Blossoms Fall is supposed to air. Netizens, blacklist. Since the negative news about Yuan Bingyan became exposed, she has not showed up before general society for quite a while, and there is a ton of discussion among netizens about whether she can make a rebound once more and whether a portion of her recently finished creation should be visible with everybody. Yuan Bingyan's hotness has just barely gotten in the beyond 2 years, and she was boycotted by netizens in the relatively recent past on account of these issues. As it were, she has stopped her own vocation. As of late, some netizens figured out that a show Yuan Bingyan acted in numerous a long time back was back broadcasting live. In this show, individuals saw film of Yuan Bingyan, and from this, there was a ton of hypothesis about her improvement subsequently. According to netizens, assuming Yuan Bingyan was truly restricted totally, maybe she wouldn't show up in any film or TV creation, and all significant scenes would be erased or coded. Accordingly, subsequent to seeing her show up in this new dramatization, everybody has estimated that Yuan Bingyan and Liu Zuai's co-featuring job in When the Blossoms Fall once more could likewise be anticipated to be communicated. Mainly, Yuan Bingyan is in the 6th situation in this remarkable new show, so on the off chance that you don't zero in on it, you probably won't actually find it without any problem. Thus, individuals additionally feel that regardless of whether she shows up in this dramatization, it doesn't imply that the dramatization she is featuring in will begin effectively. The netizens saw Yuan Bingyan in a photograph posted by Yu Zhang in the no-so-distant past, and a few fans likewise raced to the remarks segment to leave messages, trusting that Yu Zhang could help Yuan Bingyan out of her quandary, and Yu Zhang uncovered at the time that Yuan Bingyan was as of late dealing with a foundation project. Since the episode, there has been practically no report about her, and watchers have been extremely stressed over her next works, particularly the show When Blossoms Fall featuring Liu Zuai. This show was likewise recorded as a well-known outfit show when it began shooting, and the way that side-of-the-road film of Liu Zuai and Yuan Bingyan has become visible has developed everybody's expectation for this dramatization. Netizens likewise feel, therefore, that Liu Zuai's karma is truly not excessively great. Liu Zuai's face is in the upper working class in media outlets, particularly his old ensemble looks continuously carry amazements to everybody. Notwithstanding, he has barely at any point gone about as a main entertainer, and in the majority of his outfit dramatizations he has gone about as a subsequent entertainer. According to his fans, Liu Zuai has consistently come up short on opportunity to turn into a major star, and initially individuals were putting this opportunity on the show When the Blossoms Fall, You Meet Once More, and as may be obvious, regardless of whether this show airs flawlessly a while later, there will be some netizens voicing their resistance, and the last evaluations will be the impact of the dramatization will be extraordinarily diminished. Yuan Bingyan has likewise been assuming supporting parts during her initial not many long periods of acting. Since the transmission of Liu Li, she has become progressively well-known and has gotten a few greater quality show coordinated efforts. Yuan Bingyan was a female craftsman around a similar time as Diligaban Yangzi, and before her mishap, it was clear to everybody that she was getting more smoking and more sultry, and her vocation was beginning to rise consistently, which is presumably what she had needed to see for quite a long time since her presentation. However, after this occurrence, everything has returned to zero for her. There will be a few fans who keep on supporting her, however her prevalence will be a lot more terrible. Counting these twice when she showed up before general society sideways, individuals' response was not excellent. She over and over tried things out this way, however rather caused discussion. As a craftsman, it is as yet important to continuously be cautious with what she says and must rigorously train herself. Really at that time might she at any point set a genuine model for general society. 02. 1000 antiquated entered residue 2 inches is declared, with every one of the 4 principal entertainers returning, drove by Liu Zuai and Luo Qiuyan. In the late spring of 2021, 8,000 old jades of residue, adjusted from the eternal book Shanggu by Star Zero, co-coordinated by Yin Tao and Li Kai, drove by Zhou Duangaiu and Su Kai, and featuring Zhang Jiani, Liu Zuai, Lai and Luo Qiuyan, went on the web. The show won endless watchers when it was broadcasted, because of the prevalence of its magnificent lead entertainers and its astonishing plot plan. In spite of the fact that it has been 18 months since the show finished, numerous watchers are as yet drenched in it, and the expectation for the subsequent part has never stopped. Presently, the news has at long last shown up. 1000 antiquated Jadahan Residue 2 was declared, with each of the 4 principal entertainers returning, drove by Liu Zuai and Luo Qiuyan. The report about the second piece of 1,000-old jades of residue has previously seemed a couple of days prior. Notwithstanding the general plot hints and shooting time, the four fundamental entertainers were likewise uncovered, so one might say that the energy is prepared to begin. Most importantly, we should discuss the plot and recording of 1,000 Years of Residue 2. With respect to the plot, it is as yet in view of Star Zero's novel, however it is no more Shanggu, yet by Shuo Shuangshen. At the end of the day, in 1,000-old Penannular Residue 2, the fundamental story won't keep on rotating around Shanggu and Baijuju, however around Yuya, Baishuo, and Shianqi. In the initial segment of 1,000-old Jades in Residue, there were numerous watchers who were drawn in by the close-to-home line among Shianqi and Yuya and had been anticipating that they should recharge their relationship, which was dependably a pity to compensate for the present. Aside from the plot hints of the dramatization, the show has likewise reported an unpleasant beginning date, which will be placed into send-off in the principal quarter of the following year. Furthermore, we should discuss the projecting of the lead entertainers for this 1,000-old Residue 2. Very much like the past hit series 3 Lives, this time around, the first cast of 1,000-old Jade series is likewise utilized, with just a slight change in the primary cast. You ought to know that in the initial segment, since the principal characters were Shanggu and Baiju, the main entertainers were normally Zhou Duangaiyu and Sukai. Notwithstanding, in the subsequent series, the primary characters became Shianqi and Yuya, so the lead entertainers became Liu Zuai and Lu Okiuai, and for Zhou Duangaiyu and Sukai, the crowd should in any case know it well overall. All things considered, as the head of the new age of entertainers, they are ideal concerning appearance, acting abilities, notoriety, and traffic. In addition, both of them are likewise very famous in controlling the content and molding the characters. With respect to point, it is sufficient to see it in progress in jobs they featured in. For instance, Zhou Duangaiyu's works you at a similar table, Falsehood Sicily, Sparrow, Like You, Youth and Youth, etc. Sukai is additionally great. There are incalculable exemplary works, for example, Strut, Multitude of Fire, You Are Delightful When You Grin, The 28th Law of Affection, and Ruler Snowhawk. With both of them joining once more, it is normally an additional layer of security. Furthermore, Liu Zuai and Lu Okiuian, as the new male and female heroes, are not awful by any stretch of the imagination. All things considered, following quite a long wall of improvement in treating, the two of them have acquired a great deal out and about of acting. There is an improvement in strength and confirmation from the crowd. Despite the fact that Liu Zuai and Lu Okiuian are not quite as great as Zhou Duangaiyu and Sukai in execution, they additionally carried numerous exemplary works to the crowd. For instance, Qing Yun Zhi, The Legend of the White Snake, Liu Li, When the Night Floods Dimly, Genting Grand Castle, etc. Phoenix Game, The Government Operative in the Remote Ocean, This Evening and What Eve, High, Sharpshooter, etc. Whether it is Zhou Duangaiyu, Sukai, Liu Zuai, Lu Okiuian, they are entertainers who are exceptionally upheld and adored by the crowd. Now that them four can play timeless Jujin 2 once more, it truly couldn't be more proper. As of now, the play has been reported, and I accept there will be a follow-up soon. Assuming you like it, if it's not too much trouble, keep on focusing. 03. In the Four Little Blossoms post-95's determination, Zhao Lusi was the first spot on the list, and the people who had no works were additionally shortlisted. The after effects of the post-85 Zaya Ahua are not terrible, yet the post-95 rookies are arising, and the situation with entertainers in the diversion circle will before long be broken. Sina Diversion combined efforts with netizens, Weibo Huge V, channels, video stages, and amusement media to lead the main round of casting a ballot. A sum of 20 post-95 Four Little Blossoms were shortlisted and will be delivered on November 30th for reference by significant stages. Zhao Lusi, Yu Shuxin, Tun Zuer, Guan Xiantuang, the Four Little Blossoms brought into the world in 1995 are reasonable, however the ultimate result is still extremely large. All things considered, Wang Churen, Ren Min, Zhang Jinggai, Joy Yi, are the last champ. As a senior paparazzi Zhang Xiahan, he felt that Zhao Lusi, Yu Shuxin, Ren Min, and Zhang Jinggai all had extraordinary possibilities, and Zhao Lusi was likewise number one. Zhao Lusi is nearly 100% sure that she is the Four Little Blossoms brought into the world in 1995. D. Tavan once said that she is the highest point of 95 blossoms. In spite of the fact that she appeared somewhat late, she was just a little job in The Courageous Woman of online motion pictures previously, yet she ascended later, and presently she is a S+ level entertainer hero. This year, her notoriety has likewise risen. A couple of days prior, she likewise formally declared the representative of Bulgaria. She was the primary post-95 age to get an extravagance brand. Her grades are likewise awesome. Presently she has many works, the crowd's assumptions for her are likewise high. Yu Shuxin made her presentation before, depending on her high prevalence and prominence in the ability show, but since of her little work, she isn't notable in the circle and has been scrutinized by others, yet the presence of Kanglinju let everybody take a gander at her with deference, and Yu Shuxin's ubiquity has likewise expanded. I heard that this tune has carried 100 million fans to IKEA, and she, when all is said and done, has likewise gotten solicitations from numerous television dramatizations and theatrical presentations, turning into a famous Melody Nova. Melody Zuer's fame and acting abilities are more grounded than every other person's. Moreover, she is a kid star, and her acting abilities are undisputed. She started to change when she was youthful. There is no strain to play the mother and offspring of the Kiao family, has a decent standing in the circle and is likewise extremely famous. Guan Xiaotong is one of the 4 stars of the post-95th 5-year plan. She was brought into the world as a youngster star and has made endless motion pictures. She is extremely effective in the circle. In spite of the fact that she has no showstoppers, her work execution isn't generally excellent, and her acting abilities are additionally exceptionally poor, yet her name of public young lady isn't in vain. Her supports, theatrical presentations, television dramatizations, style shows, each time she strolls an honorary pathway, it will stimulate many individuals' conversations. Wang Churen's appearance is perfect, which is uncommon in the business, so she has extraordinary potential and a serious level of acknowledgement for this job, and there will be more open doors later on. In spite of the fact that she has little insight, there are some huge spending plan web dramatizations, as well as Yang's I'm Your Firecracker, all sitting tight for her. Since Zheng Jinggai's presentation, she has forever been considered to generally disapprove of her face, so her notoriety has never been on par with hers. Nonetheless, as of late, the evaluations and ubiquity of Light Me to Warm You have soared, and she has been named the best youth show. Courageous Woman, presently is the crucial point in time for the choice, and the prominence is additionally rising. When Renmin made his presentation, he thought of A Waterway of Bitterness, which is likewise a hit. Jade Bone is the following outfit show with incredible potential. Renmin is an exceptionally gifted entertainer. Exceptionally well known here. Joy is presently at the center of attention. Like Wang Churen, she is a post-95 face menace. She has featured in many film and TV works, which is great. Joy's future is excellent. With Li Bingping's help, the organization's assets are all in her grasp in the body. She has the valuable chance to keep up with her notoriety in theatrical presentations and set out on a fruitful way. Among these individuals, some are extremely well known, yet there are likewise some that can't be depicted in a solitary word. There are no magnum opuses, and there is not a huge deal. Many individuals don't have a clue about their names. Frankly, it would be excessively humiliating assuming that they were shortlisted. Guan Xiaotong has in excess of 30 million fans, Zhao Lusi has in excess of 20 million fans, and Fan Shuangqi has just 200,000 fans, which isn't at a similar level by any means. Cheng Xiao, a vocalist and artist, appeared in South Korea and was exceptionally famous in South Korea. Her expert abilities are certain, and she can be an educator of ability shows quite early on. Be that as it may, Cheng Xiao's exhibition on the screen isn't great, and he has many works. Up to now, he has not had a work, and his acting abilities are hard to portray in words. Hanakizi himself doesn't have many works. He made his presentation with an outlandish picture, and afterward took part in a theatrical presentation. In Yang Xiaoyu's words, she can do nothing, however luckily she realizes herself genuinely well, she can be famous just by her ubiquity in theatrical presentations, yet she isn't perceived. Zhang Ruinen's work of art A Waterway of Misery, despite the fact that it is a web-based show, has a decent standing. There is likewise a film, and she is additionally a regular visitor of Chinese eatery. Li Landi is additionally a kid star, her acting abilities are superior to her, and she additionally has her magnum opuses, yet her works are not well known. She has appeared for such countless years, and she doesn't have the place of Traffic Blossom. Shen Yu lost in her looks, she was unable to be an ensemble champion, in spite of the fact that her acting abilities are generally excellent. However, her works are restricted to the school's television series. Fan Shuaqi's feeling of presence is the most fragile, and he has not many works. As of late, in light of the fact that he played Shangwenjing in day-to-day existence of kicking, individuals don't have a decent impression of him. Ding Xiaoling has not acted in any film. Her selection made numerous netizens exceptionally disappointed, on the grounds that she isn't at a similar level as those named. As a matter of fact, she has appeared for such countless years, and she doesn't have a clue about a name. Zhang Mianli's works are relatively few, and her feeling of presence isn't solid. Her choice is bound to be killed, yet she generally comes to make up the number, and there are numerous entertainers who are superior to her. Tian Ziwei is extremely well known as of late. Despite the fact that there are no enormous films, she has featured in a few web-based dramatizations that are exceptionally famous. Among them, Kinking Day Today is extremely well known, however her personality isn't remarkable and can be supplanted. Wanpang just became famous as of late, and Fortune Young Lady was found as of late. Based on her past works and ubiquity, she should be in a difficult spot. The supporting jobs played by Wu Jianyi are remarkable, however her courageous woman is fair, even Yu Jing isn't a rival. The blossoms of 85 are merited, and the blossoms of 95 are threatening. They are as yet youthful and have a brilliant future. Who do you suppose the four post-95 stars are?